So it seems like all small towns need to start doing our own auditing. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it. I've been thinking about it for years. About 7 years ago, I don't know when the fuck the time was because I'm so lost in time, but sometime back, I'd have to figure out what year it was, but when the kids were having all the lockdowns at school, which has been quite a long time, but they were getting carried away. And in the next town over, called Palmer, Mass. Glad I didn't run over my camera stand. Anyways, they were having all the lockdowns. Every year there's a lot of lockdowns. I think they even stopped calling them over the radio at this point. Maybe it depends on how big they are, but there was one incident that happened. It was the 28th lockdown of the year. They called them shelter in place at the time. I've told the story many times throughout my videos. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. So, anyways, I'm looking around through the sunroof and I'm like, holy fuck. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. 7.8 billion zombie slaves. I say it every day. I say it 20 times a day. Maybe more. But anyways, it was pissing me off back then because the day that I went to the school for that last lockdown, I'm 10 minutes away. I was there in 10 minutes. And News 22 was already there on site. There was a few other parents in the parking lot picking their kids up for dentist appointments and shit like that, getting them out of school early or whatever. So they were at the door. They already tried to get in and they couldn't. So when I went up to the door, I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, they're in lockdown. Then they tell me their story or whatever, why they were there. And I was like, yeah, I know. I said, well, what's going on? I mean, you can find out what the threat is. I know that there's supposedly a threat. So there was 3 different threats that were told to us parents that were in the parking lot. One of them was a white powder. Another one was someone, I can't say the words, but someone with something that goes bang bang. I guess that's the way I'll word it. This is the only way I can fucking word it. And that was another one, a shot one. And then the other one was a boom boom device. So these were the 3 threats that we were being told. So the first one was from the kitchen staff coming out a back door. So they were in lockdown as well, but yet they were all released out a back door, right? So I'm just mentioning this because that was one of the problems I had. Now when I rang the buzzer to be buzzed in, I already knew because the parents told me, and plus I heard it on the scanner. So anyways, I think they listen at the speaker anyway about what's being talked out outside the door, but I wasn't saying anything aggressive. I just wanted my kids. So I push the buzzer. Donna answers and tells me they're in lockdown. I said, I know. And she said, it's not lockdown, it's shelter in place. I said, yeah, it's lockdown, same thing. It's fucking prison system, you know. I didn't say that at the time, but that's what I'm thinking. Cops everywhere. I think there were, when I read it in the paper, it was believable. I think there was like 54, I want to say, different agencies, because you had state, local, camera staff from the news reporters, you had fire, rescues, ambulances, the whole run of the mill, then plus all the school staff, right? You had the vice principal, the principals, the Board of Education was there. So you had the Board of Education walking around with FBI and state trooper, and then behind them was the vice principal and some other school staff and shit like this. They would not talk to me. I tried, and they know me. They know me by face at least. Several of them, you know, at the Board of Education. She knew me. She's twice replaced now. No, one time replaced. Okay, so whatever her term was, she was there. So I bet you it was only like 5-6 years ago that this incident happened. So I called to talk to, I'm just going to change the filter because I'm going to be driving, and the other filter, the red filter, don't work so good when you drive. I'm going to put a sunglasses filter on. So anyways, so I couldn't get my kids out, so it raises a lot of questions. And I should start raising them again, because I was pissed about it then, and I'm still pissed about it, because I know they're still having all these lockdowns, and they don't make any fucking sense. Not to anyone, they should not make any goddamn sense. I don't know how the hell they make sense of them. Examples. Okay, if it's a powder in a hallway or in a locker that they're searching for, that's one of the, and by the way, these were all fake reports. They were all false reports, computer reports, okay? So they're like those, I don't even know what the hell the kids are calling them now. But Palmer did like 90 something of them one year, the town next to us. So when Palmer did all those, it caught on, and when I talked to the school board about it, and to the local chief who just was promoted at that time, the chief of police local, their thing about it was Pearl Harbor, 9/11, Osama bin Laden, you name it, all kinds of shit that, oh my God, I don't fucking believe in none of this shit. I don't even believe in your fucking math. I don't believe in your science. It's provably false. But I gotta go along with this shit. But okay. So, now, this day and age, I heard all this shit, this day and age, and I was upset about it, but I wasn't, like, freaking out pissed, because it's pretty typical of the way everybody is. Shit, I'm going to take the filter off while I'm driving, because the camera takes longer to catch up with itself with a filter on it. So one thing led to another. So I had that question. So if it was a powder, why would you not want to get the kids out? Get the powder area contained with plastic or whatever you're going to put up in that hallway to block off that hallway, and then evacuate the building. If you have a white powder suspicious substance, which they did not have, they were just told that that's what they had. And then the second one, if someone's in there with the shotter, look at this guy passing on a double yellow, unbelievable. Pretty crazy. Just give me a minute, I want to see if I see something up here. So if it was the second one, okay, so if you got 54 armed men on the site, which they did, that's about what they had, then why would you not fucking lock it down? Secure everybody, get everybody out of the building also, right? Why would you not go to do that? If you have all them armed men to protect the children, you'd want to get the kids out of the building into a safe place, either to another building or to the buses, and get them out so they can all be protected. Just like the opposite just happened recently, was the opposite that happened. And I can't even say, I don't know if I can say Uvalde. Can I say Uvalde? Is that the name of it? So in Uvalde, you just had the opposite situation. And we're supposed to believe, because we don't know, we don't really know. It seems so strange, but with all the weird shit that goes on. But how the hell did 28 human beings stand in a hallway and listen to all that go on right in the next room, fucking down, right in the next room, and all them armed men are right there and not going to go do anything for 45 minutes and allow that bad thing that happened to happen, the bad thing that I can't even talk about without my videos getting fucking shut down. Everybody else can talk about it, but I can't. You give them fucking rhyme or reason to even saying the fuck word. It's a big deal. Fucking unbelievable, man. Okay, that was the second thing, was that, so that didn't make any sense. And then if it was a beam bum bum bomber, if it was a BM bomber, so if it was that, then why would you want to keep the kids in the school? That makes no fucking sense. So again, you have all these armed men, and if that was the case, then wouldn't you want to immediately evacuate the people that would be in danger? So none of it makes any fucking sense. Just on a general common sense issue, right? It don't make any sense. So in other words, I don't think it deserves an argument to local law enforcement how they're handling their job. And that's kind of what I was told. Oh, well, you're just, you don't understand what we're going through since Pearl Harbor and since fucking 9/11 and all this. You know, I ain't fucking, okay, I'll tell you what I think of 9/11 if you really want to hear it. But it ain't gonna match what your fucking bullshit story is about what happened on 9/11. And neither is Pearl Harbor, and neither is the Titanic, and neither is any of the other fucking lying shit. Neither is your math, your science, none of it. It's all bullshit. Fucking liars. Anyways, I'm gonna have to try to get back to this story because I gotta get gas. Anyways, the long of it all is it was upsetting to go through all that. So they would not give me my children. They're not doing things that make any sense. They would not talk to me on the scene, but yet they got 22 News already there before the incident even happened. So before, let me put it this way, before the public was notified, because I heard it myself over a police scanner. So when I heard it over the scanner, I was down there in 10 minutes. So I had all these questions. Gee, why is 22 News already set up? It takes them a half hour to set up their equipment. They were set up off the school property, by the way, too, on the public right away on the other side. They were still on campus, but they were off the school sidewalks. They were on the opposite side, which is also strange to me. Because that's where they told everybody else they wanted us to go, was down the street and then across the street, not only off campus, but even off the school sidewalks, off everything. They wanted the parents gone. And they sent out a notice after I called them the same day. I called them later in that day. I started making phone calls and saying, why wouldn't you guys not talk to me when I was on scene? Oh, it's an emergency situation. We don't have time to deal with that. Well, I don't think none of the things you were doing were proper. So why should I not be able to save my children's lives? Oh, well, we're in shelter in place and this and that. Yeah, lockdown, right, lockdown. No, when it's shelter in place, listen, if you don't like the way that we're doing things, I don't know what to tell you, but we got the FBI there, we got 7, 8 different agencies that were there, plus local police, plus our school staff. I said, I know, I've seen them all. Ambulances and fire trucks and all the resources. Yeah, that's my whole point. That's my whole point. I mean, it would not be hard if you were going to plan a hoax at any of these schools, any of these small town schools. There's enough footage already online to set up any hoax you want. Because that, when you look at the Uvalde shit and you're watching 28 cops in the hallway washing their hands, laughing and giggling with each other, it's hard for me to believe that in the next room, in that door, all that action was happening. I just find that too difficult to believe. It seems more to me like they have all the camera footage of all of these shelter in places and all these lockdowns to have a good one where cops are running through the hall and whatever. All they gotta do is fucking throw the footage together and make a little movie out of it. Boom, hoax is done. It's the hoax is there for us, right? I wonder who that girl is. Anyways, so I was fucking pissed. And then they sent out a notice saying that they didn't want any more. If any parents showed up, while they were in lockdown, then they're gonna be fucked.
parking lot space too. Yeah, 'cause he says he got a circuit from fucking hurricane hospital. He said I tried to give him the money. He said no. He said, I'm not taking it. He's not paying that much. Not this Friday. The following Friday, he's gonna go down there. Or they're gonna call him. He's gotta go do some shit there. Or be something.
No, man, get that fucking place over with.
I can probably get this place.
They're turning me into something. I'm gonna be in a fucking business out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a fair business. They don't have to get a sign like that. Like, I think it's a lot. Put it that way. It's a lot. Remember, I'm saying, in order for an excuse to rent it from her, she doesn't want to rent it from the
I already talked to Sarah about that. Sarah's the owner.
Yeah, but it's not asking about renting it from parties, though. It's a lot. You need a place to hang out and chill out. It's not going to be a loud
I don't
place.
think we want to rent it because I asked her already. Julia asked her. And I tried to rent her a garage there. They wouldn't let. She said, how much you gonna give me? I said, Julia gave me a fucking $65 a month. Just for a fucking garage. You don't fucking no nothing. They just destroyed. That's all the garage. It's better,
You gotta know there's animals going down in that place. The place you and I were talking about, remember? You go around the back, because I remember going back there to piss and I cut around. So you walk around, you go up, you were in the pissing place, and you walk up in the back, you notice we got the rubber mats coming down?
Yeah.
Alright, so it's before that. And you're gonna notice there's a big thing like this that's been dug out and they knocked out the wood. I'm gonna guess it's like either swamp or the pole's big enough for what is it, raccoons maybe?
No,
They're living in that place. Yeah, they're getting out of the wood.
he knows all that. He's back there. He comes in and he does a lot of shit. She sends him. Like, we'll clean up the house. He owns two houses in fucking area. Yeah, they live in area. Sarah's father lives down here.
Yeah, so when that incident happened, I counted as one incident because think about it, it's 28 incidents per season. So I don't know how many they're having now, because I was losing track of them even back then. I would have never figured it out if it wasn't for the scanner. And most people don't have a scanner. That's what I was talking about yesterday. Was that everybody should have a scanner. I don't have another camera on me, but it's sitting right here, and I don't have my fucking thing with me either. Let's see. This is before I walk away. I'll come back for the camera. I'm gonna take a walk and go look at something. Yeah, they're fucking brutal, man. They're all over the place. It really has gotten tyrannic, right under everyone's noses. And I gotta say, I don't have much hope for anybody really waking up to anything. Half the population, they're so fucking zombified, and the other half maybe a little less zombified, but still, I just can't see anyone waking up to any of it. And you know, to blame it on the police, I'm still against that, because it's us. It's the 7.8 billion zombie slaves that do this shit. It's not the fault of the police. We've turned it into that tyrannical system that we've turned it into. It's pretty obvious too, when you're watching the auditors, what the auditors call Karens and Darrens. They're regular zombie slaves, just like everybody else. So a different type of slave, maybe, okay. But still, just dumbed down zombie slaves. Let me see where else I see that. You know, they're like every 700 fucking feet. You see another one. It's fucking bad, man. And I'm wondering, is it like this every town? You know, like I know when I go over to the next town over Belchertown, it's pretty bad there too. They're pretty tyrannic. I'm not in front of the scanner all the time, so I think I'd have to do a record request to find out how many people are let go with a warning and how many people are getting ticketed for things. Yeah, looked like another one tucked into the driveway there. They have permission. I mean, I'll get into it, I guess, as we go through the series. I'll get into it, and in my town, I'll show you all the areas. There are hundreds of areas where they have either permission from what you would call a Karen or a Darren. They have permission from them to hide out in their driveway. They might have a driveway that's in a great spot for catching people doing something. Anything. Get them all. Not using their blinker early enough or whatever. What's this thing at? 2 hours already? Alright, I think I gotta restart. No, it's not. No, it's not even an hour? Shit.